The Mason-Dixon line. What do you think, Foz? We going to get some insight out here?
We are all about the insight. I know Alan and Eric certainly they raised the bar.
They did raise the bar. Those guys
raised the bar big time, which is a shock considering that Alan was on that leg of the trip. But
got a busy day. 4 agencies here in Richmond, and then we're on down to North Carolina tomorrow. First agency, Don Dyer and Sons. Day 11 in Richmond, Virginia, here with Dennis Fosberg, kicking off day 11 on the Agent Inside Tour. Going to go visit with Don Dyer and Sons and hope we gain some insight.
let's go see what Don's all about.
We're here this morning with Don Dyer Jr. from Don Dyer Insurance Agency. Thanks for taking the time. I want to start out and ask you a question about the term SEMSI. Are you familiar with it?
Sure.
SEMSI has obviously been the promise, for agents for years, giving agents the ability to put data in once and reach multiple insurance companies would obviously be a breakthrough from an agency company workflow standpoint. What are your thoughts associated with SEMSI?
Guys, turn the camera off.
Sure.
Jeff, yeah, you should probably turn it off. Respect his wishes.
Look, guys, to be honest with you, I certainly appreciate what you're doing, but you come strutting in here and talk to me about SEMSI. I'm hanging on a thread. Look at my day. Not a thing has changed in 22 years. I've got usernames and passwords, new business on my books, no new business on my books. I rekey here, I rekey there. It takes me over an hour to get a small business quote. My dad owns this agency, and he's about to fire me. My wife's about to leave me. You ask me about SEMSI, I want to know about Bigfoot.
What's that noise?
What is that?
God, dude, that guy's freaking out.
I'll tell you what that is. That's my CSR trying to get a quick quote.
That is one angry agent.
Oh my! Oh my God! No, put it down. No.
Well, that was some visit. Didn't get started as quickly as and with as much insight as I think we had hoped, Dennis.
Yeah, I was a little surprised at the reaction, but you know what? SEMSI will do that to people. I mean, that's clearly I would consider that SEMSI post-traumatic syndrome.
It is. We're meeting with agents, insurance markets. Hopefully it's going to go a whole lot better than the Don Dyer agency. The agents in insurance markets is an agent of Carolina Casualty, a subsidiary of our good friends W.R. Berkley. Do you think it's a technical obstacle to get there, or is it a political obstacle for carriers?
I think it's far more political now than it is. I think most of the technical problems have been overcome. You all are fortunate people that you're dealing with are on more of a cutting edge than a lot of the insurance carriers today. Some of them are terribly archaic. Some of them are huge and terribly archaic. It's come a long way, still got a ways to go, but to think of somebody still physically having to walk over to Lloyd's in order to get someone that sits on sits on a chair and say, "Oh, yeah, I agree with this," you know.
Can you believe they walk around?
I know, it's amazing. It's a great place to visit, though. It's 3 times, plus your own data that you have to fill in on your 3 times you have to re-input all that data. Can you imagine what it would be like to be able to say, okay, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there, and it's just a click or a command?
Most important workflow that he would like carriers to embrace is being able to accept data exported from his system. And a theme that we hope to follow up on, where agents or brokers do value bridging or an agency interface transaction with carrier proprietary web applications. That was the number one piece of functionality that he wanted, and would gravitate his business to a carrier that could provide that. And I know Alan and Eric found that bridging or interfacing, agents interfacing with carrier systems wouldn't be that valuable. So he said it was the number one priority for him.
Yeah, which, I'm not surprised that it took Steve and I to come down here and really go after the insight, because obviously our predecessors, Eric and Alan, I'm not sure, were they actually on the tour? Did they just...
Yeah.
All right, they got out of the hotel and, all right. Wasn't sure what they staged and what they didn't, but... Dude, look who's in the back.
What are you talking about? There's nothing back there.
Forget it. We're definitely, we're two agencies. It's 10:48, so we're only a couple hours into our leg of the journey. Already, I think we've made tremendous strides. I don't know what Egbert thinks he can get by on his good looks. I mean, he's a lot of fluff, not a lot of substance there.
At BB&T Insurance Services, they are an agent of both employers and a fireman's fund. Let's go get some insight.
Let's do it.
And then they print off a copy of the app, because I don't think PS4 will transfer it over like it's supposed to Sajida. So then we have to re-enter it all
part of
again.
the same family too, which
Yes.
is weird.
And then we
supposed to do that a
print.
long time ago to fix
when they
that.
send it,
So it helps speed up that process.
You're at
of
least getting
it
some
coded.
information
Some
over
of it
and
is
then
at
you're-
least going, and it's saving a few keystrokes by having it.
And then plus too, if it's in their system, they'll work on it quicker.
Yes, they do. But I don't know that I've personally seen any other carriers in here about using Transact Now, but those two,
They just roll them out and expect you to...
to know what to do.
well, yeah,
I hate download.
process, right?
If a
It's-
company
it's-
says they're using download, I'm going, I'm not using you. I mean, because we spend a lot of time putting stuff in our system, and then if it's a download, it
want it
just
messed
totally destroys it. All cap letters, it's just a mess.
We sure got some insight. The relative speed of a carrier in terms of getting transactions, any transaction done, is a huge driver in where they're going to place their business.
I just hate seeing an agent in pain.